Online or in person, these days it seems like everyone is yelling at each other. A local author and spiritual leader wonders what would happen if we started listening to each other. That's the focus of Adam Weber's new book, Love Has a Name. KELOLAND's Brady Mallory shows you why he hopes it'll heal the divide between us and how it came from Weber's own struggle with the topic.
Over the last 2 years, I've had person after person after person after person sit down in the chair across from me.
You'll consistently find Pastor Adam Weber in front of his Embrace Church congregation talking about love.
The simplest way to love another human being, it's really, really simple.
A few years ago, the answer was a little more complicated. Weber admits it became hard to practice what he preaches.
I went through a time where I didn't want to love anybody. I wanted to love my wife and kids, a few close friends, and that's about it.
Who could blame him?
You know, just because I'm a pastor doesn't mean I'm also not a human.
A lot of us feel this way.
I just got a hard heart, to be honest with you.
So Weber started writing about it and visiting with friends and even strangers. In some cases, he'd meet them sitting at this desk he'd set up outside on Phillips Avenue. It led to his second book, Love Has a Name.
Each chapter is the name of a person who's either loved me or I've tried to love them.
Weber's goal is to help the reader discover how to love someone else who is different from them, or someone who may just be a difficult person.
Even Jesus said it's easy to love people who are just like you or think just like you or even in this time vote just like you. Anybody can do that. But what does it look like to love somebody who disagrees with you or frustrates you?
How do you love someone who is racist or someone who is hateful or someone who seeks to do harm? How do you love that person?
It's really hard. And sometimes love doesn't always look like love. Sometimes love means saying this isn't okay. Love is hard. Loving others used to come so easily. As kids, we're naturally quick to trust.
Readers may find the book to be a helpful lesson in learning compassion. But Weber says it also helped him open up again.
It really, honestly, led me to want to love others again.
Which brings us back to the first thing Weber said in this story.
The simplest way to love another human being, it's really, really simple.
Adam Weber is right. Whether it's a good friend, a barista, a homeless person on the street, or someone who votes differently than you do, love has a name. You just have to take the time to learn it.
Instead of walking past them, instead of taking them for granted, instead of treating them like an object or a machine, that we just pause, even for 5 seconds, and ask their name and just ask how they're doing today. And then just listening.
Brady Mallory, KELOLAND News.
Love Has a Name is now available at major retailers as well as online. We've included links under this story at KELOLAND.com.